a study identifying a special system of linear equation. Then, there are three possible outcomes when graphing two linear equations in a plan. One point of intersection, then once you are going to represent them graphically, you will find one point of intersection, يعني intersection line, and we can find only one point. Also, we can draw them by parallel lines. If they will be parallel lines, so expect how many solutions? It will be no solution. And in case if we have only one line, which means you have infinite number of solutions. Let me say again. The number of solutions, it depends on what? It depends on when you will represent the two equations graphically. We studied before how we can represent the two equations graphically. If you will graph and you see in front of you now, we have a chart and we divided it into three parts. The graph, the number of solutions, and the type of system. The first one, if you will represent them graphically and you will find that they are intersecting line, so which means we have only one solution. And we can say that the type of this equation is called consistent, and the equation are independent. Okay, I will back again to this point. Again, if you have only one solution, then we will say that the equation, it will be consistent, and the equations are independent. So we have one solution or no solution, we will say it's independent. Okay, so two cases we will say that they are independent. When grade 8 independent, when we have one solution or no solution.
Or no solution.
No solution, one solution, so it's independent. What about if you have one line? Line coincided. Line coincided means what, grade 8? Line coincided means what? We have infinite number of solutions, and if lines lie on the top of each other, then system has infinitely many solutions. And the solution set is the set of all points on the line. Okay, then once you will represent them graphically, and you will find that the line on the top of each other, so we have infinite number of solution, and we can say that it's consistent. We can say that it's consistent. So we have two cases, we will say it's consistent. If you can find a solution, one or infinite, so we will say it's consistent. So this is a type of system. Consistent means you can find only one solution or infinite number of solutions. Second, if you can't find any solution, so we will say it's inconsistent. Okay? So, substitution methods or eliminations methods or graphing methods, all of them, it is a special case, it is a cases to represent a system of equation. So let me remind you the first question, how we will represent this two equations graphically. Is there anyone can tell me? How we will represent those two equations graphically? If you want to represent by graph. Yes, Yahana.
We will arrange it.
We will arrange it according to
the graph. No,
this equation now, Yahana, written in which form?
The standard form. We will arrange it in the standard form.
To represent it graphically, you will arrange it in a standard form?
We will. اللي هو y
Yes,
equal
y equal mx plus c. Thank you. But y equal mx plus c, we can't call it standard form. Standard form يا هنا ax plus by equals c, right? But y equal mx plus c, this means slope intercept form. Slope intercept
okay.
form. So what is slope intercept form يا هنا?
y equal mx plus b.
E plus B or C, whatever. So slope intercept form y equal mx plus c. So we will watch and then I'll back to ask my dear students. We will watch together.
Continued. 8. Example: solve the system of equations by graphing x equals 3 years, 1, 9. Identifying special systems of linear equations. There are 3 possible outcomes when graphing 2 linear equations in a plane. 1 point of intersection, 1 solution. Parallel lines, no solution. Coincident lines, infinite number of solutions. If there is at least one solution, the system is considered to be consistent. If the system defines distinct lines, the equations are independent. 10. Possible solutions of linear equations. Graph. Type of system. Number of solutions. If the lines intersect, the system of equations has one solution given by the point of intersection. Consistent. The equations are independent. 3. 5. 2 lines intersect at one point. If the lines are parallel, then the system of equations has no solution because the lines never intersect. Inconsistent. The equations are independent. Parallel lines. If the lines lie on top of each other, then the system has infinitely many solutions. The solution set is the set of all points on the line. Consistent. The equations are dependent. Lines coincide. 11. The sub.
Okay. We will go now to solve together questions to know how we can represent system of equations. How we can solve special system of equations. Could you please prepare your notebook and your pencil and ruler? Or
No solution.
No solution.
no, if you will find a solution, so it's consistent. يعني, which means if it has one solution, so it will be consistent. Infinite number of solutions, so it will be consistent. But no solution, inconsistent. Could you please repeat again?
Consistent to have many solutions.
Many or
لا
if it has a solution, listen to me. If it has a solution, so we can say that this one is what? Consistent.
Consistent.
Okay, consistent whatever بقى, we have only one solution or infinite number of solutions. Okay, then if it has a solution, again, whatever, if it has one solution or many solutions, so we will say that this one is
consistent.
What about if it doesn't have a solution?
Inconsistent. Non-consistent.
It will be inconsistent. Okay, so it has a solution, whatever it's what?
Consistent. Consistent.
One solution or?
More. Many.
Infinite or many. Okay, so we will say it's consistent. If it doesn't have a solution, which is no common region, we can satisfy the system, so we will say it's inconsistent. So now we will, please open your book page 261. Open your page 261. We talk now, once we have, or when we solve the question graphically and we decided how many solutions do we have according to the shape on the graph, And we said if it's intersecting two intersecting lines means that one solution. If they are parallel, so no solution. If they have or one on the top of the other, which means it's coincident or congruent to each other, it's over each other. So we have infinite number of solutions. Now we will solve together, as I said, page 261, question number 6. Could you please tell me question number 6? Farah? Tell me question number 6, ya Farah. Farah? 4x minus 6y equal
9
9 and negative
negative
2x plus 3y equal 4. Okay. In this question, if we want to answer this question by eliminations or by substitution, it's up to you the way which you want to use. Okay, let me say question first. Could you please check the coefficient for the two equations? For x, for the variable x, check the coefficient before it. You have what?
4 and negative 2.
4 and negative 2. They are the same?
No.
They are not the same, but they are different, right? So we can't add or, we
We
can't
can
add or
multiply
subtract.
the negative 2.
We can't add or subtract, right? Because already we have different coefficient in both two variables. So how we are going to solve this question now? Could you please anyone tell me? Let me ask you another question. You will focus on one variable only at the beginning, which means you want to work with x or you want to work with y. Which one you want to work with? You will work
X.
with x or y? X, okay. Then look at the first equation. You have 4. And second equation, you have negative 2. Then your plan to make both of them are the same. So could you please tell me options? How we are going to make the both two equations are the same. Okay, Judy.
We will multiply with negative 2, but with the second, the second one.
The second one, you are going to multiply by negative 2?
Yes.
Or 2?
2, wait, divide 2.
Divide for which one, ya Judy? Which one you divide? Which one you want to divide?
The second one. Divide one. I want to divide the first one بقى.
Divide the first one. Okay, you want to divide by how many?
مش فاهم احنا دلوقتي هنعمل divide ولا multiply ولا
you can answer the question by two different methods يا علي, right? Then now Jude, you are Yusuf, I'm sorry. Jude, you want to solve the question by divide the first equation by 2. Okay, then she want to divide the first question by 2. Okay, so the answer, it will be what if you will divide the first equation by 2?
It will be 2x.
It will be 2x
minus 3 minus 3x minus 3y
minus 3y
equal 3 equal لا the second one
it
will be a fraction لا
ادينا fraction, which means you want to change your mind or you can continue with the fraction.
لا change
your mind. Okay, I'm with you. I'm just typing what you said. Okay, tell me what you want now.
طب can we يعني the second method, can we multiply
the second one?
Yes
we can. Okay
by negative 2 بقى ولا 2?
It's up to you also.
طب ماشي negative 2
so
negative 2
negative 2 the last
negative 2 yes.
Okay, yes. You want to multiply the second equation by negative 2, so please concentrate. She want to multiply by negative 2, then negative 2 times negative 2, it will be
Negative 4x.
No, negative 2 times negative 2. So it will be 4x.
4x.
Negative 3 times negative 2. It will be negative
Negative 6.
6y equal
Negative 8.
negative 8. Okay. And the first one, you want to make anything or we have to keep it the same?
لا keep it.
Keep it the same. Okay.
Miss, how will it be وهو أصلا 4x it will be the same as the first one but the result is different.
Okay, I'm with you, honey. You are smart. 6x
Miss, there are problem. There
equal.
are problem in the second equation.
Tell me what is the problem
Miss,
here?
we should make 2 multiply negative 2, not 2 multiply negative 2 multiply negative 2, because
Right.
we should name another sign.
Okay. Could you please just wait for a while, lovely student Kinsey?
Miss Hannah, I have a question.
Yes.
هو احنا ليه بنعمل multiply 2 أصلا؟
We want to make both two equations are the same, both two coefficient, I'm sorry. So Judy notes that the first one, it has 4, right? And the second one, it has negative 2. Then she wants to make both are the same. Then she told me we are going to multiply the second equation by negative 2. I told her, okay. Then negative 2 times negative 2 equal 4x. 3y multiplied by negative 2 equal negative 6y. 4 times negative 2 equal negative 8. In case...
But Miss, in the first equation, you wrote 6x, مش 6y.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. So this one is 6y. Okay. Thank you, Nana. Right. Now بقى, how we can solve... We multiplied the second equation by negative 2. Now, forget the first group and look at this one, the second part here, this one. What do you notice? Check the coefficient. What do you notice?
They're not the same.
They are the same, exactly, right? So we said if they are the same, so we have to subtract. Yes. So if they are the same, so we will subtract. Then if we want to subtract, so we will change the sign for the second one, then positive 4 becomes negative. Negative becomes positive, and negative becomes positive. Which means 4 minus 4, goodbye x. Negative 6 minus plus 6, goodbye y. So we have by the end, we have 0, right? Equal
0 equal 17.
0 equal 17. Is this correct? 0 equals
No
17?
solution.
No.
Yes.
Then the answer in this equation, it will be
No solution.
no solution. Thank you so much. So this one, it will be no solution. Okay? So this is the first method which Judy preferred to do it. I appreciate her work. Thank you. And we got the right answer. If there anyone can tell me you want to answer this question by another way? Anyone want to answer this question by another way?
No.
Okay, who is raising his hand? Reem. Okay, go on, Yareem. I will write the question for you here. The question was 4x minus 6y equal 9. And the second one is negative 2x plus 3y equal 4. Fadia, you are here, ya Fadia?
Miss, I have a...
Yes. Yes, someone said you have a question.
How will we graph after we're done solving? How will we graph?
We will graph it. Again, your question, please. The internet is lagging.
How will we graph after we finish?
Okay, يعني if we want to solve this one by graphing, so we have to rearrange it to follow like Hannah Durham said at the beginning. We are going to rearrange to make it in slope intercept form. So let me remind you, what is the slope intercept form? Slope
مش هو ده اللي هو y equal mx plus b.
Yes. Slope intercept form equation. It will be slope intercept form. It will be y equal mx plus c. Y equal mx plus c. So if I want to rearrange the second equation, it will be, if I want to, the first equation, it was negative 6y, right? Equal negative 4x. Negative 4x plus what? Plus 9. We will divide it by how many?
Where's the m? Negative 4.
Yes. Okay, so because I transferred negative 4 to the opposite side to follow the general form, or it's better to say that you will transfer negative 6 to the positive side, to the right side to make it positive. Whatever, in both two cases, we will have the same answer. But now we have negative 6y equal negative 4x plus 9. Now, what we are going to do to follow the general form? The general form said y equal mx plus c, which means you have to care to keep y with one coefficient. It will be what now? We will divide it by how many?
Divide with negative 6?
Yes, we will divide
negative 6
by negative 6. Thank you. Sorry, negative 6. Then the answer, it will be negative 6 divided by negative 6. It will be y equal negative 4 divided by negative 6. It will be 2 out of, right? Negative 4 divided by negative 6. Then negative divided negative becomes positive, and it will be what? 2 out of 3, or 2/3 x. 9 divided by negative 6. It will be what?
Negative 3 over 2.
Negative 3 over what? Negative 3 over 2. This is the first equation. If you want to solve this equation, to graph this equation now, you will start from where? You will start from where?
In the y-intercept?
In the y-intercept.
The y-intercept.
You will start from where?
In the middle of 3 and 4.
Negative 3 and over 2 means negative 1.5.
1.5. Okay.
Right? It will be negative 1 and negative 1.5. And after that, 2 over 3 means what? 2 over 3 means what? 2 units up, and then 1.
1.
3, and then 3 to the right. 2 units up, and then 3 to the right. Then you will start from negative 1.5, and then you will move 2 units up, and then 3 to the right. 2 units up, and then 3 to the right. Then you will connect the points together. Then it will be like this. Okay, so the y-intercept here, the y-intercept is negative 1.5. Okay, and then as I said, 2 units up, and then 3 to the right. Or you can use the calculator mode table to find different order pair to represent it graphically. Second equation, we have 3y. Then we will divide by how many for the second equation? For the second equation, we will rearrange first. So you have 3y equal 2x plus 4, right? Plus 4. Then we will divide by 3 in both. Then y equal 2 over 3 x plus 4 over 3. In this case, you can note something. For the first equation and second equation, for the first equation and second equation, do you note anything for the slope? Do you note anything for the slope? So we rearrange it already and we put it in the slope intercept form, and we have the slope for the first equation is 2/3, and the slope for the second equation is 2/3. Look at the y-intercept. The y-intercept are the same or different? Different. And when you will represent it graphically, it will be like this, which means no solution. So we can find a rule in this case. Once you have same slope and different y-intercept, then we have no solution. You got this point? You got this point?
Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes if he's asking about only the number of solutions, so we don't need to represent it graphically and then find the number of solutions. No, once he's asking about the number of solutions, check the slope. If the slope are the same and the y-intercept is different, then we have no solution. And the second case, if you have the slope are the same and the y-intercept are the same, so we have, if they are copy-paste, so we have infinite number of solutions. Different slope, different y-intercept, so it will be intersecting, and we have only one solution. Understood this part? Understood?
Yes.
So we can algebraically find the number of solutions without graphing, only we will rearrange, and then you will check the y-intercept and you will check the slope. But we will check now. I will give you a question, or we can continue in your book, page 261, question number 7. Who can tell me the number of solutions quickly? Who can tell me the number of solutions? Question number 7. So we have x plus 2y, x plus 2y equal 6, and the second one is 2x minus 3y equal 26. Okay, could you please tell me now how many solutions do we have? How many solutions? One solution. Who said? Reem. Yes, one solution. You know the quick way. You know the quick way which we studied before to calculate the slope? Negative a over b. Did you remember? Negative a over b, which means negative the coefficient before x over the coefficient of y. Then the first equation, the slope, it will be negative, or the first equation, the slope, it will be negative 1 over what, grade 8? Over 2. The second equation, the slope, it will be the second equation, negative a over b, then negative 2 over negative 3, it will be 2 over 3, which means we have different slope. Different slope, which means we have only one solution. What about if you don't know how you can find the slope by this way? So you are going to rearrange to follow the general form y equal mx, and then you will find the same, that the slope was different. So the slope was different, so we have only one solution. The slope are the same and the y-intercept are the same, so we have infinite number of solutions. So our lesson today was talking about solving special cases of solutions, how we can find the number of solutions, whatever algebraically or graphically. We have three cases: one solution, infinite number of solutions, and no solution. Hannah Durham, you are raising your hand. Do you want anything, honey?